I really hope this turns out to be coherent.
Things Gary does.
Why don't people create? Now, I've met a lot of interesting people in my life, but I've also found that many of these people find many forms of creation daunting, even somewhat impossible. Now, there's an important difference between creative and creating, and right now I'm talking about creating. And when I say creating, I'm not limiting it to painting or writing or anything like that. It can be extended to cooking, trip planning, chemistry, really anything in which something is made that was not there before. And I'm not saying that these people never create. They create things within a few select fields. But my wonder is, why limit yourself to a few select fields when there are so many available to you and you have access to them for an entire lifetime? So why are people so scared? Why am I so scared? In thinking about it, I came up with 3 base reasons. The first one is incompetence. These are the people that say, I'm just not good at X, Y, or Z. I just can't do it. I'm not able to do it. I'm no good at it. This also includes the people who never finish anything, people who are always continuously working on their great project, people that are always doing something. I put this under incompetence because you're still not able to do it. I mean, if you haven't finished it, if it's not created, then you still haven't done it, and so you are still unable to do it. So that's why I'm putting that there. The other larger part is low confidence, and this is distinctly different from incompetence because confidence is more about people being afraid of exposing different vulnerabilities in a situation of creation. Because when you create something, inexorbitantly there's something that is you in that creation that is there to be judged by other people. And for most people, it's that judgment of their creation and what it says about them that usually scares people off from creating. Now, the last one is if you do not have the opportunity or resources for creation. And these are the people, I have no time, or I just don't have access to whatever, I don't have enough money to get whatever, which really, if you're watching this video, those really don't apply to you. So I'm just gonna kind of ignore that one. And really, all 3 of these things are really just excuses. And yet any one of these things alone is able to stop the creation process entirely. Not only that, if you don't create, then you're never going to get any better at anything. You're never going to gain that confidence to create something, and you're never going to be any better at creating that whatever you want to create. So it's really sort of a looping thing that just totally blocks you if you just don't muscle through it. And that's really the only way to do it, is just to create, to break through those barriers, those excuses, and just do it. And that's really largely the reason why I create these videos. I want to use these videos to continually beat down those walls that are keeping me from creating the things I want to create. I find these videos are a lot easier for me to make because I can just, if I have to, I can just sit and talk to the camera, throw together the footage and go. I mean, I have drawing and I have writing, but I really fit into those other 2 categories pretty well in that realm. Plus, it's just, I get mired so much in what those things are trying to say, and I try to be all super fancy, but with the videos, I feel like I can just be an idiot. And I know I'm not the greatest video maker ever, obviously, but, like I said, you only get better if you keep doing it. And my digital painting really didn't get anywhere until I was about 100 drawings in, and so I've got a long way to go with the videos. And as for the second thing, I'm not overflowing with confidence. And it's not so much that I'm worried at people's qualifications of my videos, of the things that I am creating here, as far as a video. I mean, because I'm not trying to impress anybody, and 2, the majority of people that watch these videos are my friends and family, so it's not really a big deal so far. Rather, it's the general exposure of vulnerabilities that I find the most difficult to overcome. I mean, when you point a camera at yourself and you start talking about something, you're opening yourself up for all kinds of qualification. People are always going to be looking at you, and at some level going to be judging what you're saying, what you're doing, and what you look like. And that's something that a lot of people I find have trouble overcoming, especially in making videos, particularly in making videos. It's the constant pressure to look beautiful, say something smart, and be incredibly charming. I struggled with this a lot initially, but the 30 Days project that I did really helped me overcome it, because I could just pull out the camera and be like, "Bleh," and that was good enough. I realized that my intention was creation, regardless of if I looked good, or if I was saying anything smart, or even if I was in a good mood. Consistent creation was my first and foremost intention with these videos. Secondly, looking back, I found that I don't really open up to people very much or very easily. In fact, I spent almost a year with 9 people, almost non-stop. And with the exception of a few, I really doubt that many of those people really got to know me on a level that I feel like I'd like people to know me, at least the people that I was that close to. And it's not that I'm being fake or anything, at least I don't think it is, but it's just I'm different around people that I feel like don't know me up to a certain level. And I'm not talking about like deep, dark secrets or, you know, certain things just to know about me or what kinds of foods I like or anything. It's just sort of how much of a rapport I have with that person. I'm not really sure where that threshold is, but it's just, I'm not a totally different person, but I'm definitely more comfortable with that person, more open with them. And it's that duality that really doesn't sit well with me. I don't like having these 2 tiers of personality. Ideally, I would like to be as open as possible with everybody in my life. Ideally, I would like to be able to say anything on any subject in these videos and get past the reservations that I feel. Because I believe the best way to attack a vulnerability is to expose it. And I'm not necessarily talking about the deepest, darkest secrets in the world, but just moods or just not feeling good or just little things, just being able to express myself without reservations of exposing those vulnerabilities for whatever reason I don't want to expose them. I'm not sure if really this is making sense. Anyway, so the point is I make these videos to help myself overcome the vulnerabilities I experience in creation and generally relating with people so that I can have a deeper relationship with people and feel more comfortable in my own skin, generally speaking. So in a way, this video was a bit of a preface to making some videos I've been thinking about for a while, that I just was unsure about how I felt about exposing the vulnerabilities I would inevitably have to expose. So thinking about that brought me to this subject of, well, why am I making these videos? Who am I making these videos for, et cetera, et cetera. And some of these videos are a little closer to the chest, and so it's just kind of gearing me up for it. And then don't worry, I'm not going to be like turning these videos into an angst diary or anything like that. These videos will still be, these videos have always been first and foremost creation and fun. So don't worry, I'm not going to be like, Aah! So I'd love it if you stuck with me going into the future and have some fun on this channel, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some entertaining things. So on that note, I will see you next week. I hope you have a great day.
Things done.
And I know I'm not the greatest video maker ever, like, obviously, but, oh shoot, what was I gonna say? Not good.